ダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎて
But not bad. All right, save.
Of course.
Save. Hey, get out of the booth. I need to save.
Fucking grabber and
Grab,
toss.
throw.
Okay.
So yeah, as you see, those dollar values, boy, do they start boosting if you wait a bit. Okay, yeah, enemy finder back on for sure. I think we're good on shakedowns for a minute. I think we are
Yep, we got
very well
cash.
equipped.
We got the cash we wanted.
So I guess yeah, we move towards sorry, there's something in the environment. We move towards the whole reason we were going down here in the first place.
Some good distractions occurred.
Oh, I think so. Shogi. We're talking about Shogi. That's where we're going back to now.
Old man,
We're going right
man.
back to Shogi.
Boy, I can't wait. Some dude's in the way.
Oh. Oi! Not dead. Alive. Very much alive. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, he's dead. He's fucking dead. You do that with a crowbar, they're dead.
Boy.
Holy shit.
Nope. That's not how you live.
Oof.
That's how you take a life.
Oh, here's the dude.
Oh. こないなとこに呼び出して何の用や。そう構えるなって。お前と飲みたいだけって言ったじゃねえか。ほら座れよ。
Tiger?
何にせよまずは一
He
杯
didn't say that. He just said sit down.
Yeah. Oh, you know, they're embellishing.
大将、こいつにも適当に見繕ってやって。
えい。
こんなご時世だ。10万するフグの解析だの、100グラム1万の松坂牛だのなんだの。高えもんはあらかた食ったけど、こんなボロい屋台の80円の大根が一番うめえ。
I can agree with that.
金ってのは一体何なんだろうな。
Greasy street food is mwah.
Mm-hmm.
お。
Damn. That's a healthy sip. Nice liquid physics.
I appreciate the detail of the glass being Sotenbori or whatever. Sotenbori beer.
Oh.
I didn't notice that until now. And it's backwards, because of course it would be, because you're looking through the glass.
That is a healthy sip.
なんだよ。最初の一杯きり全然飲んでねえじゃねえか。あんたが横におって気持ちを飲めるか。もう2年にもなるか。お前との付き合いも。なのにそういう反抗的なとこは変わんねえな。あの島野の兄弟がなんでお前みたいなやつを生かしておいてるんだか。まあわけわかんねえよな。極道の世界で親に逆らったやつは必ず相応の報いを受けるもんだ。破門、絶縁、その辺ならまだいいが、 ひでえ時には人知れずなぶり殺しにされることもある。お前は穴蔵行きっていうその最悪のケースを踏んじまったはずなんだ。だが穴蔵での拷問に1年間も耐え抜いたお前は、島野は
Jesus Christ.
耐えたお前のタフさも信じられねえけど、
Oh yeah, right,
何より
Badman.
一度穴蔵に落としたやつをあの島野が救うとはな。だが島野がお前を許したかといえばそうでもない。穴蔵から出たお前は破門も絶縁もされずに極道の世界から追放された。そして大門違いの兄弟分である俺にお前を預け、仇として飼うように指示をした。武闘派と呼ばれる島野がなんでそんなに回りくどいことをしているのか。奴の目的は一体何だろうな。
さあ、俺が聞きたいくらい。
案外理由は単純で、ただ単にお前のケツの味が忘れられない。
Did he say he was Fat Evil's brother?
Oath brother.
Oath brother. Okay.
Yeah, he did go Kyodai.
なんだよ、つまんねえやつだな。そうだ、一つお前に聞いて
And
み
they
た。
are from different factions.
なんでお前、そんなに
Shimano is Tojo Clan, and
お前みてえな跳ねっ返りが
Sagwa is
こん
Omi
なバス
Alliance.
に耐え続けてまで。冴島大河だっけか。お前が登場会にいた時の兄弟分だっけ。そいつのためって言ってたよな。
Remember the flashback with the guy had like the 6
Saejima.
guns? That
18
guy.
人殺しの冴島大河か。
18 counts.
当時は
Sideshow.
大騒ぎになったもんだ。
There we go.
登場会と敵対していた自分の
Yeah,
組織
that thing.
上野清和会の会合に単身襲撃。結果相手組員18人を射殺したんだからよ。
Fucking murders.
登
Jesus
場会における
Christ.
伝説。こっちでも随分話題になった。けどその冴島も今や無所の中。18人もやったんだ。あとは死刑判決を待つだけだろ。なのにお前はそいつのために登場会への復帰を望んでいる。そこがわかんねえんだ。
It's basically a serial killer.
兄弟は兵の中で死ぬような玉やない。あいつは必ず戻ってくる。俺を殺しにな。
殺しに？
いや、なんでもない。もう過去の話や。とにかく俺はどんな目に遭おうが、どんな屈辱に遭おうが、登場会でのし上がらなあかんねん。
はあ、なるほどね。そうやって帰ってくるはずもない兄弟分の帰りを待ち続けてるってわけか。登場会に戻って冴島が戻ってきた時の席を用意する必要があるっつう。泣ける話じゃねえかなあ。
あんたには関係あらへん。
まあ俺も大門違いとはいえ島野の兄弟には仲良くさせてもらってるからな。でもまあ俺だったら自分の人生の全てを捨ててまで他人のために生きる道を選択する気にはなれねえな。お前もいい大人なんだ。もっと器用に立ち回ってもいいんじゃないのか。まあいいや。お前が俺に言われて素直に入って言わない男なのは分かってる。じゃあお望みの本題に入ろうか。
Alright, why'd you really want to meet?
お前人を一人殺せるか。
殺し？
I'm friends with a guy that did 18.
So, I mean, you know, what's one?
You know.
言ったじゃねえか。極道に戻れるなら何でもやるってよ。違うのか。
そないなことせんでも俺は店の売り上げあと5億上げて極道
I mean, we just murdered a dude with a knife, like, just
Nah.
down the street.
Nah.
もう知っとんのか。
けどさ、もし俺がオデッセイに連絡すりゃその話今からでもなかったことにできるんだよ。
なんやと？
まあつまりお前の未来は俺の手の中にあるってことだ。
金儲けさせた上に 人殺しまで手伝いっちゅうんか。
どっちも大事なことなんだよ。俺にとってもお前にとっても。
Chef's just making the daikon. Just making daikon. Don't worry about
牧村
me.
誠聞いたことないか。
Makoto Makimura. Alright, that's our target.
知らないか。最近蒼天堀で荒稼ぎしてる売春組織の元締めだ。
買収。
牧村はそこらの女子大生やら若い女を捕まえては稼がせて、その上がりを吸い上げて。
Yeah, that's worth taking him out.
Oh,
その上
That's
で
actually not too bad then.
逃げ出そうもんなら
sounds familiar.
見せしめに赤ん坊の埋めねえ体にされるってよ。
In relation to those dirtbags we were just dealing with earlier?
相手がクズでよかったな。やりやすくなっただろ。
その牧村って男はどこにおるんや。
それを調べるのも仕事のうちだ。牧村は女たちにテレクラで男を釣らせてる。探るんなら末端の女どもから当たるのがいいだろう。
テレクラで牧村の息のかかった女。
Telephone club.
That's right. They would be a thing around this time, wouldn't
仕
they?
事の期限は2日だ。それまでに的を仕留めろ。もしそれを超えた場合、今度はお前が狙われる立場になる。いいな。
そら楽しみやな。
殺しの方法はお前に任せる。仕事を終えたらこの番号へかけろ。
分かった。
真面目ちゃん、最後に確認しとくぞ。殺しに人数や相手は関係ねえ。一人殺そうが18人殺そうが成人を殺そうがクズを殺そうが、人殺しは人殺し。やった瞬間まっとうな人生には二度と戻れなくなる。街を歩こうが家にいようが人を殺したっていう記憶が頭から離れなくなる。極道の先輩として忠告しておくけど、殺しなんてやらないで済むならその方がいい。当たり前だよな。でもお前はてめえの目的のために見ず知らずの誰かを殺せるか。
うるさいわ。どっちみち人の一人殺せんやつは極道として半人前や。やっとるわ。
そうか。ごちそうさん。こいつの分もこれで。
Oh, what?
あとは好きに飲んでくれ。
Customers, huh?
Huh? What? Well, I was just off here doing my thing.
Making food.
Do-do-do-do. Didn't hear a thing. Who are you, sir?
牧村誠。
Probably like the same deal that like guards have when they're in like palace rooms. Every time there's like some serious betrayal going on and there's a bunch of guards in armor standing around, you're like, so are they just on a complete vow of silence and fucking like, oh my god, do we not even talk shit
Oh, they're
in the back room?
They're definitely vetted to be allowed to be in there in the first place. But like,
You
you're
know?
gonna hear some shit and you're gonna forget
No
about
gossip.
all of it.
Okay.
No, this is a good thing. A big chance to get back into the Yakuza life with a murder. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's a hit tool.
Okay. Okay, Majima. So there's the Shiwano family, and then there's the Tojo family.
So, okay, there's the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance, and each one of those individual factions has like a bunch of families.
Okay.
So, like for example,
We're gonna hear names that are like subcategories.
Yeah. So, for example, the Dojima family is part of the Tojo clan.
Part of the clan, Tojo clan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is the Shimano family, also part of the Tojo clan.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of family names that are associated with the
Subsidiary,
yeah,
yeah.
subsidiaries,
Yes.
exactly. So don't worry if you don't get all the names right off the bat. There are a lot of them, and more families than you think. But the big one right now, obviously a big one you can always Dojima is Tojo.
Of course.
That's an obvious one.
And Majima and Saejima were a part of the Shimano.
Yeah, Shimano. I assume Sajima was part of that because they were
They
Oath
were
brothers.
they were Oath brothers.
Yeah. But yeah, they were Shimano.
Okay.
And then Shimano is fat Voldemort looking dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fat evil. Okay. So that was our little convo.
It's basically Tojo, Kanto, right? Tokyo, right? And then Omi is Kansai Osaka, right?
Okay.
That kind of vibe, right? East West versus typical Japanese story, right? Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, okay, so that's Slugger Crowbar.
And you're down to 6 hits with crowbar already.
Okay.
150 enemies defeated. Not bad. I don't know if that's cumulative or if that's just for Majima.
Let's hit the park.
You're in the park.
Let's hit the park with Bob.
What?
Bob Utsunomiya Zero.
Oh, yeah, he's to the right. So you want to head down this road, hang a right, and then hang a left.
Down, and this one.
Get out of the menu.
Okay.
Go right.
Okay.
Go right. Don't bump into the biker. First left. On the map.
Okay, there. More fights going on right now. A lot more fights going on.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, okay. Well, we might not be able to talk to Bob. Something might trigger before we do that, but you can try. Go to the left. That's Bob. There you go. Yeah, you might be good. So you don't talk to Bob, you talk to the box.
Yeah.
The CP exchange. Alright, what do we got?
Well, you
got
told me
22.
You told me to save stuff for business, so I'm going to do that, but I just want to get my money magnet.
Yeah, repairs discount. Oh, for half the... Oh, yeah, that's worth it. That's
I haven't done
absolutely
that
worth
yet.
it. Yeah,
so-
but it's half the cost off. That's
Okay.
super... Oh, Socks of Fortune. What's that one again? That one's... Oh,
Invasive
yeah,
socks.
I believe it makes more money drop in a... It's an accessory that makes more money drop
Ow.
in fights and stuff, but,
Okay.
I mean, we're not exactly hurting for cash at the moment, so... And then,
where was close change?
I think that might specifically be
Kiryu?
Yeah, and then it's definitely not in business.
Okay.
Just blur your eyes, switch to business for a second. Okay, everything here is scroll all the way down. Everything here is a 3 and a 4, so you're good there. Back
Okay.
up. So there's probably
So then, yeah, bottomless stomach would be the other one that you were mentioning, but I haven't done any of that food stuff.
so there's
really.
about 12 things in business, and each costs about 3. A couple cost 4, and one costs 5. So you can marathon through a lot of them in business, and
Okay.
business hasn't unlocked yet and won't for a while.
Yeah. All right.
But it is worth to save some points for business. What the hell is going on over here? Huh? Get real, you leech. What's all this then? Screw your sales tax. Oh.
A taxing issue. You want us to pay tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers? You bleed the whole country dry? I was like, that's how tax works?
I
We get taxed
actually,
when we
you
get...
should do this.
Yeah,
You should do
we
this.
get taxed when we get paid, and then you get taxed when you buy something. And you get taxed when you open up your business, and you get taxed when your business makes money, too.
And you get double taxed when it's like, oh, you've jumped up your tax bracket?
Yeah.
Well, now we're just going to auto install payments.
Don't
and
work-
you can pay for this year's taxes as well as
Oh
last
yeah,
year's taxes.
if you work double shifts for a week, and then you hit a higher bracket accidentally,
You will
fuck
absolutely
you.
lose money. Yeah, you will actually lose money.
I understand your anger is justified, but it's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people.
Get stuffed. You gonna pay sales tax on that fancy suit that you're wearing? You damn bureaucrat. This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah. You vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over this kind of tax issue.
I guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a bitch bureaucrat to spring the sales tax on us all alone in a back alley, no less. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you we're fucking pissed.
Yeah, why don't you give your little taste of public opinion? Why don't we give you a little taste of public opinion, then you know what oppression feels like.
Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this.
Uh-oh. This pot's about to boil over.
Okay, so that wasn't actually a bunch of thugs. It was just a
Bunch of dudes.
something else going on. Please, calm down.
Shut it, asshole! Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. No sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, eh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? This pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with sales tax. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're trying to start changing next year.
Wait, was there no sales
Not
tax?
yet. Not yet.
Oh my god.
Not yet.
80s.
Yeah. Not yet.
The late 80s. Wow.
Yeah. Not yet. Every time I try to buy something, they're going to charge you just 3%. Tax, isn't that ridiculous? Now, before you hit confirm, Wooly, what is the harmonized sales tax of Quebec, Canada?
15.
15.5. It's full, 15%.
15%.
15% on everything bought in Quebec
Yeah. It's gone.
is extra.
Yeah.
So you spend $100, it's $115.
Yeah, we're 15% up here.
Yeah, it is 5% back in Alberta. 'Cause it's no provincial.
Pretty sure it climbed a little over. I think it's 15 point something.
Oh, did it go up?
Yeah, I think it's 15.5
Okay, I think it's just 15.
15.5 or 15.7, something like that. But what is historically there was no sales tax in Japan at this time?
I guess.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
That's crazy.
they're complaining about 3%.
So, how's Austin this time of year?
So I guess America, am I right?
What are we fucking doing?
How about those offshore bank accounts? You know what I'm talking about?
Down south?
Anyone know a good lawyer to hook me up with? Just,
Yep.
Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. And this guy's the douchebag? That's highway robbery.
This is the fucking director talking through the game right now. This is absolutely just a message being sent.
Again, to reiterate, my home province is 5%, which, listen, I'm liking Quebec and all, and Montreal is a nice... I'm going to be moving back to my home province at some point. It's gonna happen.
They're using the game to stare at the camera and be like, fuck you, taxation is theft.
Also, if you buy a car in another province in Canada, like, for example, Alberta, where there's no provincial sales tax, right? And then if you you have to own it for at least 30 days and have it registered to an address in Alberta. Otherwise, if you buy it in Alberta and then bring it back to Montreal and register it, you have to pay PST on it when you get here.
Wow.
I could have registered the car to my name, but it would have cost sales tax on like a $40,000 vehicle.
That being said, that 15% comes with healthcare.
That is true.
If I were paying anything close to that with nothing to show for it, right? Bullshit representation.
Now. Alberta also has health care.
Yes.
And I have
Yes.
never waited longer than 15 minutes.
You've also
in
got
Alberta.
nice roads.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. And I have never encountered a situation
Yeah.
here where you have to get a little piece of paper allowing you to wait in line
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
What I'm saying is the conversation you and I can have as big old Canuckers
Yes.
versus like what's happening down there where we both have to turn our heads and go, okay, no, you stay out of this conversation.
Yes.
Because your numbers are
Don't-
attached to no health care.
Don't get me wrong. 15% sucks, but
Fucking hell.
You know what's great? Being able to call an ambulance. Hey, so let's moving on to the actual thing here.
Shout outs to The Onion for that recent article where it's like brave woman fights off paramedics who trying to put her into debt. You know,
Okay, one more last story involving this. I had a family member who was out in Banff, from Calgary. He was all the way out in Banff, and he had like a weird thing where he passed out on the slopes, and got a ambulance ride from Banff back to Calgary. Banff is about, I don't know, an hour and a half drive outside of the city. So about 150 kilometers, so about like 90 mile, right? 90, 100 mile, right? Please, in the comments down below, enter now how much money you think it cost him. Dun, 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 dun. If you guessed $150, you would be right. That's it, because it had to go from outside of the city.
godlike.
Yeah, I would love to know the numbers of what that would be in America.
Yep, godlike.
Yeah, that's it. And that's because it was such a long distance.
Meanwhile, over at the Shakedown Hospital, at Mount Shakedown, Sinai, you know, fuck.
Also, you can write that shit off. Whoa, I about lost it there for a second. Listen, guys, I totally understand why it'd piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't going to make sales tax go away, is it?
Who gives a shit? Government needs to know what people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct action. Talking through the video games we make to put the message out there.
Yeah, power to the people. I am so looking forward to the comment section on this particular video when this goes live on YouTube.
It's just going to be a list of
There's going to be
percentages.
so much anger.
It's just a list
There's
of
going to be
percentages.
those Americans who are going to be so mad. They're going to be so mad, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to mine some salt in this episode. If you aren't part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. You want to stick up for this mosquito? Then we'll show you the power of the masses, too. So that's what you're really after, blowing off steam. So what you're really after is blowing off steam. Sure. See how far that gets you with me.
Like, every quest, every moment, every step in life has different variations of the political compass occurring.
Yep.
And in this particular quest, everybody's flying to the bottom right. Mm-hmm. We go in yellow, boys.
Fucking right, bottom, right. I'll kill you.
Don't tread on me. Live right. Everybody's live right on this quest.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, the filter of the fucking game goes Deus Ex.
Yeah, exactly.
Just piss filter for this mission.
Highlighter memes activate all
Right.
through the dialogue.
We'll drop back to our grill gray like after this quest.
Exactly.
Prepare for the revolution, asshole. Oh boy, that's
Menacing
unfortunate.
man.
Sorry, guys. All right.
So this is the slime gun. It just makes them slip. I should mention that. This isn't like an actual shotgun. We will get the power of gun at some point. That would be the ultimate live right move, is blasting people with shotguns in a street fight. The universe asks, how does one load a slime gun? And the
That's
answer
a
is
really good
actually
question.
the answer is very simple actually. Very carefully. Sometimes the simple ones are just the most effective.
Oh, I've got a back one though.
Up against the wall. Up
yeah.
against the wall. You can get him though. You can get him. There we go.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Sabina said I was out of line. I have been beaten up with morals. It won't happen again.
I will pay my taxes, sir.
Public outrage surf.
Okay, thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Taiyo Matsusato.
Taxman.
Yes. I mean, it was either that or like Ichigo, Rinko,
Yeah.
Satsuki,
Yeah.
or whatever the IRS. Yes,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
sure.
something like
Anyway,
that.
try too
Sato.
hard.
There you go, Sato.
Sato,
There you
yes. Ichigo Ringo Sato. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks?
That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks, though.
I absolutely insist.
Sounds like you got your work cut out for you, though. You some kind of political big shot?
I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I aim to have a position to help steer the country. Came to Sotenbori for the conference of taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it.
You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna get pissed when you steamroll them.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, isn't that the truth? But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that.
See, but not if you're not doing the thing where if you want to be a Japanese politician, you gotta get your gloves on, you gotta get your car with the speaker on it.
Yeah, and you gotta just blast
And stand
24/7.
outside and just fucking go on about nothing.
I hear it is voting season in Japan is the absolute worst. It's just constant, non-stop on the streets all day, every day.
Just play the boat theme from P5. I know you don't know it, but for those who do know it,
I know. I've played P5.
Okay.
I've done it. Don't worry. I know.
We must live in a society that is productive, responsibility, and everyone.
Yep.
Vote for me, Masayo Shido. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. Well, I lost. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting.
It's okay. It's taxes. We've already kind of drifted off.
Yeah.
It's politics. We've already moved on.
It's like our country looked at other countries and saw people getting fat, mad wrecked, stacks of cash, and said,
wait.
how could we get in on that?
We could do that.
Yeah. If they find out the sale tax is only the tip of the iceberg, there's more taxes on the way. I hate to think how people will react.
Nani? More taxes on top of sales tax?
Yeah. Nothing set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams.
Is income tax a thing yet? It has to be,
Sales
right?
tax is being introduced.
Does income tax exist?
If society is running, one has to assume income tax exists.
It has to be, right?
It would be insane if it did.
Yeah, it has to be at this point.
Like they're standing on a cobbled road. There are, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's there's things that are tax
It has
paid.
to be. There has to be, right.
It's not all private.
No, it has to be.
In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals.
That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands on the pie.
Yeah, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider the public opinion. I wonder if we can really come up with a tax policy that everyone can live with.
Good luck with that. Even if you're throwing cash into the fireplace, no one wants the government to hold out its hand.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm a little lost at the moment.
Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to say, but do take care of the country for us.
Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more?
Huh? You got another mob waiting to string you up?
No, I want to get your views on taxation.
No. What? I know the last and halves about the subject of taxes.
That's why you're perfect.
Well, you don't know anything.
Don't tread on me intensifies.
Exactly. Yellow aura.
Yep. Yeah, I see. I had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective.
Switches to slugger. You think?
Please, Majima-san, it's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders.
Yep.
Give me advice on taxation policy.
Here we go. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes.
Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. This is hardly the place. Can we go somewhere? Oh my god, what are we doing?
We're doing a side quest that may or may not determine the outcome of the tax on this country.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me.
No, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you have some unique insights, not bound by typical conventions. Besides, you beat those guys up real good, so...
I guess you're an authority on tax. So basically, you're hoping to strike gold in a copper mine.
Let's make sure you're not completely in the dark without a basic question. How about this? If this is your method of determining your policy, I don't trust you as a politician.
No!
If you have to come to me and ask me what the policy should be...
Random gangster on the street.
You're the wrong guy for the job.
What is your opinion on this? Sure.
Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people?
To keep the public down. Well, I mean, we know why. It's public services.
Theory.
It's public services.
Theoretically.
Exactly. Fully enunciate every syllable.
For provision of public services.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps even maybe in times of great duress, an ability to pay those same funds back to the people who are in desperate need of them via some sort of, I don't know, stimulation of the economy. Perhaps a package of sorts.
With some type of acronym that is provided so that everyone may continue to live and eat.
It's almost as if your own money coming back to you when you fucking need it is a good idea. Unless you're a fucking ghoul that looks like a zombie shambling through the halls of the Senate.
Oh, Christ. It's providing public services, right?
Yes, totally.
That's what it is.
That's exactly right. Sonotori. Sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid by taxes. They pay for services that people need to survive.
Can't fucking wait for the comment section. Yeah, we ought to build roads and bridges. Keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that.
Exactly. They serve as other purposes as it pertains much to general wealth, but they don't need to go into that much detail.
Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know.
Senator, would you like to add anything else to this bill?
Can you spell that?
But you aren't interested in knowing where your money goes. It's always good to know more about taxes.
Yeah, I'm getting a proper school in here.
Let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Boners,
So this is the joke I didn't get. So, Sato is, I believe, the most common last name in Japan.
Yes, okay.
It's like Smith,
It's
right?
a generic name.
Yeah, it is.
It's a generic ass
So
name.
who would you tax? Anyone named Sato.
Taro is your John first name.
Yeah.
And Sato is your whoever.
So that's what this joke is. I didn't get
Yes.
it, and so I had to look it up, and I was like, oh.
You have to know. You have to know. Sato
So yeah.
is like Smith is like Patel.
So,
Right?
yeah.
It's like if it's just a common ass name, it's like, yeah, fuck those people in particular.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. All right, what would you tax, Woolie, if you had to tax an industry?
Don't tax boners.
No,
So
fuck
yeah,
that.
tax addiction.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's actually really handy. Why not charge taxes on tobacco?
Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Or how about fucking soda if you live in New York?
/ America.
Yeah. Although New York in particular had the massive fucking soda
Oh
tax.
yeah, that's right. They did. That's right. Yeah.
Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there's actually been a small tax on tobacco products.
Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them. But I suppose they're non-essential. That's true. And if you're gonna jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes, right?
Because it totally works when you show pictures of, like, fetuses and lungs blowing up on the cover.
Dude, I think that just goes to explain how addictive they are.
It's silly because it's like, don't you realize that it's like, yeah, that's not the point.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a gas station that sold. They had all the packs in the case behind the shelf, and then they had a bunch of optional little stickers you can buy to put on your box that just says blah blah blah, Surgeon General's warning.
Yeah.
And it's like to hide up the pictures of like dead bodies that
Yeah.
are being put on the covers, and it's like, this is so dumb. This
Now-
is such a fucking useless exercise.
I say this with a crippling caffeine addiction. If I do not have a cup of coffee, I will kill a bitch. So I am.
It is what it
I
is.
totally get it.
It is what
No
it is.
shade on people who smoke. You do you. Don't give a shit. Just don't smoke in my house.
I mean, if I can make a slight modification to this specific answer and say the tobacco industry.
Yeah.
in particular.
I would agree.
If you can focus on
If you can target that part.
Just aim it a little higher.
Oh, you want to do work in the tobacco industry? That's going to cost you a little bit more to the government.
There you go. Just tilt down on that stick and just aim it a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
I see. A tobacco tax.
A pack's around 200 yen right now. People bitch and moan. They'll still fork over 300 yen for it. Yeah, $2 a pack, $3 a pack. It's pretty fucking cheap.
Fucking hell, the 80s.
Christ.
Interesting.
At the 400 yen mark, though, I'll start having a long.
No,
you won't. You're fucking stuck in
We've
it.
seen this happen. We're in the future.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all.
They literally cost 3,000% what they used to cost.
Yeah.
Unlike it's like you could actually save money by getting in your car, driving up to the reserve, and buying cheap cigarettes.
Yes, absolutely.
Self-rolled.
Oh yeah, my parents smoked like it was a race, and they would always go hit up the reserves and just roll them themselves and do it themselves because it's way cheaper. And what about 500 a pack? I'd probably quit cold turkey.
You'd quit at 500, but if we raised it incrementally,
He started muttering all of a sudden.
what else do you think we'd have a potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential.
Tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd.
Find a way to fucking just bilk everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
So number one is what they want to do, but they haven't quite got it yet. They can't really figure it out, right?
But it's like, just rob me. Just show up and point a gun in my face and say, give me your money. And I'll be like, yeah, all right, crime.
Yeah, fair enough.
The idea of writing legislation, you know what I mean? Around, like, the most basic things that you can is just like, just rob me and get it over with.
We all know
fucking criminals.
We all know they're fucking criminals at this point. Christ,
right.
didn't they shove the fucking felony DMCA thing into the fucking stimulus package in the states?
Yeah,
the other day?
and we're seeing whether or not it's going to actually happen.
Yeah,
But
and it's
Tom
like
Tillis is doing his
they
best.
do shit like that all the time. It'll be like, here's a stimulus package for education in the system. Also, we now require you to pay tax on living.
So sure, the gasoline. But once again, industry.
Yes, not the people.
Industry.
Tax the people
Aim it
with
a
the
little
money.
higher. Add one word.
Yep. How about jacking up the tax on petrol? I think it was a Jeremy Clarkson joke where it's like, God damn it, they call the Americans / Canadians call a liquid a gas.
Yeah. I mean, these fucks literally sit around in rooms and decide what to set their competitive things to, lest anyone comes out and makes it too low and blows up everyone else's demand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, insert every industry they do that, especially in Canada. Why not? People are always obviously living it up there. Here, why not skim a little bit more off the top?
Price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. They should be used to price creep, actually. There's also a provisional tariff on tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without much notice. Why, like, you're actually sitting here trying to figure out how to,
crunch the numbers and squeeze every dime.
Yeah, squeeze it.
Yeah. Hey, why all the muttering? You not feeling that one either?
Oh, no. Far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. Definitely follow up on it.
Oh, good to hear.
Majima-san, anything else? Do you have anything you'd like to say on the matter of taxation? Blink sideways. Extra folds in the eyes fucking flip out and...
Anything else about taxation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about that sales tax those goofballs were all riled up about.
Yes?
It's theft! No. So next year, we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right?
Yes, that's how it works.
Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't it get more out of it if you bumped it up?
That would be impossible. That would be Massacre Bacana. Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just 3% caused so much outrage, people wanted to tear me apart. To charge more would probably end up in open revolt.
Yeah.
Nope. Taxman, you ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them, and he had to turtle up. you got to think about the long game. This is true, though. This is true. I think people fear change more than they fear the actual thing that's changing, too. I would actually admit that. Something's new, it scares people.
I'm the tax man.
Also, it's funny because you're talking to a Yakuza member about extorting people, basically.
Exactly. Fucking Majima.
Yeah. Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Yep. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next big thing to bitch and moan about. A DMCA federal offense.
Frog, boiling water, etc.
We've all heard that. We've all heard it. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws.
Oh.
Every time you hike up a little, you get some more blubbering, but they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduced the tax. Want to know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. If someone already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. Majima stares directly at the camera.
It's almost like the government or Yakuza.
Fuck. So if you want to pull in the cash, yeah, you gotta have a plan to really amp up that sales tax.
Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps.
Rings hand.
And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth?
You really want to know?
No, not really. Then if the sale tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go?
How high should it go, huh? You're starting at 3, right? Let me see here. Well, there's, I think, a pretty obvious answer here. One of these is Alberta. The next one seems relatively fair. The next one seems halfway to communist.
Yet actually exists, right?
It does.
When you hit a certain threshold,
it does.
You are 50-50 partners.
Well, this is a sales tax though. This isn't income.
True. Sales.
Yeah,
not
this
income.
is a what's the word I'm looking for here? What's the adaptive income tax or whatever the hell it is? Marginalized income tax, whatever it is, where it's percentage based. But yeah.
So you've got the you got the reasonable step up. You've got the boy, we really want to grab some. And then we've got comrade. Da, 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 da,
Your money?
Da, 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 da,
Our money.
Da, 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 da. Just fucking pointy Kremlin-style buildings start to slowly fade in over the screen. Tilts to red. Da!
Only 5, huh? All right. Maybe around 5%.
I see. 5%. Russia unintensifies.
Russia, go back in the box. Go back in. You're not wanted. Get out.
Faces of Stalin, Lenin, and Marx and beards all slowly fade away.
Dancing Elmo for the motherland stops.
Wide Putin becomes normal Putin. Yes, considering the burden it represents to the people, that sounds appropriate. But I get the feeling that would be only a temporary solution.
That's so. I'm just thinking what I'd be comfortable with. Personally, I'd be pretty pissed if it went higher.
Maybe if we went from 3% to 5%, waited a little longer, hiked up the proposal to 8%,
yeah.
But eventually we...
Enough with the muttering under your breath, taxman.
Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas.
Ha! Yeah? Glad I was useful.
Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please, take this. A token of my thanks.
Take some wood.
Of all the people.
Take some fucking wood. Thanks.
Of all the people.
Thanks for dooming your country. Take some fucking wood.
That fucking should have had a ruby plate on them.
Now we'll take your money literally out of your pocket as I leave.
Okay, better get going. Need to get back to the hotel. Prepare my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow.
Attaboy. Do your country proud, you hear?
Hi.
Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work on your advice. See ya. And he didn't pick up the tab.
He wouldn't. Why would they? Whew, never figured I'd be in a position to give any guy in the business of running our country advice. Taiyo-chan seems to be getting a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes, too. Good for him. Wait. Jacking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault?
You fucking idiot.
Nah, no way. And Majima was never heard from again.
Masayo Shido! Creating a society with responsibility. My God. Well, I suppose it's going to take all types of side quests, huh?
Yep. Well, I mean, you asked, do all of them get that dark? And I would answer, this is actually the darkest of all. Tax. I mean, I know we've dealt with literal child exploitation, but
starving families in various houses across the nation are basically riding on which option I've selected.
Yep. You may have accidentally fucked everyone.
Welp. By enabling the government to do what they want to do. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Remember, everyone, what we've learned here, the most important thing, r/PCM is pretty fucking great.
I mean, look. Just, let's say that, you jack shit pretty high, and it ends up being the type of situation where, again, you're supposed to, in theory, in some sort of, I don't know, pandemic type situation, get some of that back to help you out, right? I don't think you need to worry too much, because at the end of the day, you can always rely on, I don't know, some form of Pentagon stepping in there and stealing about 100 million of it for defense-based purposes.
No, guys,
with a big fucking claw sweeping it off the table.
no, guys, for defense though, very important. We'll just shoot the virus.
Wheels.
Dude, have you ever thought about a javelin missile straight to it? It'll deal with it. Solve them, probed.